Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. I'm your host, Brothgar, and today we're gonna get bombarded with knowledge. You guys are tearing it up in the comment section over here. I mean, look at this stuff. Not many comments. The video's only been up for like 3 hours, but what has rolled in is gonna be like life-changing if you're playing this game right here. So I figure I'm gonna start with that, because this is good stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna start with Lysic's comment right here. I'm not sure how to say your first name, and I don't want to murder it that much, but boom! Mind-blown fact number 1. Look at this. Replicants don't need clean oxygen. They need amounts of pressure of contaminated oxygen. Let's go back to my game real quick, okay? And look at this. This is like a revolutionary mind thought right now. See this over here? This is all contaminated oxygen. I don't know why it's all grayed out. Come on now, give me some color. So all this poo gas, essentially, you see this? If you read right there under the mouse, clearly, right in front of you, it's a breathable gas. And many things emit contaminated oxygen. I mean, look at this, right down here. This little, like, ball of poop that has come out right there, it's emitting contaminated oxygen. And look at that, at 1,983 milligrams a second. And that ain't bad, that's something. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not much. So, second mind-blowing fact. This is like terrible. Look at this tip. This is the most morbid thing, Lysic. Kill replicants to get morbs, or catch morbs. Maybe that's a better way of looking at it. They create contaminated oxygen, which is good, because you can breathe it, even if it is disgusting, right? 1 replicant equals 3 morbs. To produce enough oxygen for 1 replicant, you need 3 morbs, or 2 of them if they have driver's lungs. That's insightful right there. Tips, man. Maybe I'll title this under tips, even though it's not my own tips. By the way, Lysic here, I was just exploring, I was clicking on people's names. Dude, look at this VTOL thing he made in Kerbal Space Program. I'm thinking he, maybe she. But check it out, it's pretty sweet. I made something like that, if you go back in the series, but it's definitely not that cool. It was just a rocket facing right up. It had wings, and it crashed many times. Of course, I think all I did is blow stuff up in the Kerbal Space Program. That was the really fun part. Mind-blowing fact number 3. You may simply have puffs and pets that consume contaminated oxygen to get fresh oxygen and end in slime. So that's pretty good right there. That's kind of a whole thought of how to make contaminated oxygen. Look at that. All into one convenient little thing right there. Which is a mind-blowing fact for me. I had no idea. I never looked to think that you could actually breathe contaminated oxygen, but you can. However, I don't think I'll saturate my whole thing because that'll probably create a lot of stress. But killing your replicants just to get oxygen, that's pretty rough. So therefore, based on my math, that means 1 morb gives off 33 grams of contaminated oxygen a second. I know, right? Pretty awesome. By the way, probably the best way to get fresh air is to cool down contaminated oxygen and other gases. Boom, I thought about that. There is some areas on the map right there. I was thinking about it, like what does pressure and heat and all that stuff do? I'm glad somebody mentioned it to me. So like right down here, where is it? If you look at the little temperature thing, there's something really cold over here. Yeah, abstinolite or whatever that one is. Look at that, minus 272 degrees Celsius right there. And I did go to the Celsius thing because I'm determined to learn it. And my brain, that's telling me that's cold, right? It's cold. What is that in Fahrenheit? No idea. But essentially you can liquefy gases and then redistribute the oxygen that again becomes gas through the base. Sweet. But look at the temperatures. You need to understand that. I think if you use a temperature thing for long enough, it will heat up and then go away. I don't know. Now, this is kind of fun. I would like to have a farm of morbs and puffs as pets. Like, that's a life goal in this game. I don't know if the hopless noobsicles over here are going to get to it, but yeah, for sure. So that covers oxygen. Another mind-blowing tip right here. Best way to get clean water is indeed using steam, which I mentioned last time in sort of my graph down here. You ready? Boom. Boom. Shh, don't look at that. That's something for later. You never saw that. This right here, where it's like, bro, I could use some steam right there. See how that has nothing to do with creating steam? Clearly, I had it all planned out. But if you use steam, you can then purify water, essentially. You pump in contaminated water and you get clean water. However, he's saying right here, contaminated water gives you an infinite source of oxygen, which is real sweet. But look at temperatures. All right, so let's just look at temperatures, right? What are these temperatures I'm seeing? 25, 23 degrees Celsius. That is really not any... That's all pretty reasonable right there. Not too hot. I don't know. I think I'm all pretty good as far as temperature goes. I'm gonna look at this temperature overlay. Woo! I think it's all pretty decent. I mean, look at that. That's not bad. Okay, it's getting a little warm right there because some poor person has to run on a manual generator right between a couple of batteries. Yeah, I might want to move that. Look at how cold it is right here. Oh, look at that. It's freezing cold. What's up with that? Sweet airflow or something. That's what I'm thinking. And maybe even just using machines is a really good way to go. Especially accumulators to turn water into steam. I like what you're thinking right there. You can, I guess, go all the way to the bottom of the map and there's like lava or something down there. Of course, then it's going to give off a lot of heat. So, I mean, that might be reasonable. You do have insulated tiles. Now, here's a really morbid strategy if you want to get free water. Now, I've seen this one before. Or at least in one of my other little like side games I've been playing. When replicants pee or vomit, they give free contaminated water. You can use this as an infinite source of water. So yes, you can get people over here when they're stressed out that they will then vomit and just give off, like, see this? Duplicants give off water, essentially. Vomit. Which makes everybody else stressed because they step in the water. So, I don't know. It's crazy. It could totally happen. I think it would be curious to see if you could come up with this game and get so much water to a point that you drowned in your own vomit. Clearly, there are so many different ways I can play through this game. I'm loving it. And don't try hard with different sources of energy. Tip for me. Good wheelers are the best if you have efficient system. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. My system's all over the place. I don't know if it's that efficient, though. Maybe just use hydrogen generator to get rid of it. If not, using cooling. That makes sense. And plants, I've heard this multiple times here, are probably the best, you know, for getting food. And right now, I have a serious food problem. I mean, literally, Meep died last time. Which now, I put him in a tombstone, but of course I could have been using him to make oxygen. Oh well. Maybe Spike will piss me off enough to make that happen. Okay, the other mind-blowing fact right here, which doesn't make any sense at all to me, is that, one, Nicolas Cage Gaming here, who was also Nathaniel Ross, two persons in one, I don't understand this, says if you use a shower, which you can actually get more, you get a small amount of water gain out of it. So if they're like swimming around in contaminated water, using an outhouse, they'll feel grimy. They will then go over to a shower and generate contaminated water at a greater rate than they're using water. How that works, I don't know. Like, why doesn't the toilet? Does the toilet do that? Because I don't think it does. I think I measured it. Which would make sense because you eat liquidy stuff, which then produces more water. Whatever, that'll probably change. The other thing is you're trying to blow up my dream. My puffed poo plan. I want to have a puffed poo plan that works 100% of the time. But you're telling me I'm going to need like a bunch of puffs. Maybe I can breed puffs. I don't know. It can happen. Yeah, and those biodistillers, yeah, they don't really produce a lot of water, so I don't know if they'll have enough. Definitely won't have enough to run both of these, but there's just one there. The second's a preliminary. I don't know. We'll scale it up as need be. I'm still going to try to go for the puffed poo plan, because that's what I'm working on right there. As far as the other comments, by the way, we'll get to them later. Let's get into the action. So thank you, Lysic and Nicolas Cage Gaming, for your tips right there. This has been so insightful and so helpful to me, and hopefully you guys as viewers as well, if you are just getting into this game. A lot of mind-blowing knowledge right there. I mean, you can breed this stuff, obviously. So I guess technically I gotta get rid of some of this carbon dioxide, and probably just disable this stuff too. Alright, so what do I want to do? I'm gonna build some tiles. Spike. Spike! Aw, you bastard. What are you doing? See, Spike. Alright. Spike. I've got a new plan for you, Spike. Lysic plan. You're gonna dig this up right here. Okay. If you tick me off anymore, I'm gonna put you in here. And you know what else I'm gonna do? Put a manual airlock right there. And a tile. You know where I'm going with that. That's a death chamber. Which is a really morbid thing to talk about, by the way. That's horrible. Don't make that. Alright, so let me take a look at my research. What do I still have here? Insulation, that'll be useful. Insulated tile, insulated liquid pipe. Not sure I'm right there. I don't know, which one do I want to do? Which one's more important? And the medical bay thing. What I really need is some contaminated water. So here's kind of the game plan. I still want to do my poof puff plan. Because I mean, look at that. Consuming contaminated oxygen. Look at how much it's just consuming. Look at all that. It's eating it up like crazy. But look at all this contaminated water over here. There's just loads of it. Loads of it. So much. So I want to have a spot where I can contain that and use that somewhere, potentially way down here. The other thing is I also want to have some sort of retainer for the shower, so I can start getting that to work, making that work. You get what I'm saying, right? So where do I want to have showery stuff? Lastly, I want to be able to contain this up here. So this will then become a container, and then I will fill that with hydrogen gas, give it a place to kind of just pump it in there. Now, who's my art person? Jasper, go do some art, by the way, if you get around to it. And nobody else do any art, because he's really good at it. This will hopefully lower some stress levels. Of course, the only person that needs to be lower in stress is just Spike. Like, what's her deal? Like, anybody know what is up with Spike? Level 11 runner, dirty hands and grimy. Yeah, I mean, it's not like you even got any problems right here. Your status, constructions, details. Like, what's your expectations for decor? This duplicant finds this room's lack of decor depressing. Alright, so where's your bed? May, Maha, Spike. Alright, well, I'll put you down here. This will be Spike's room. There you go. You're gonna go down there. And for decor, sculpting block, you're not gonna get that. Flower vase, there you go. There was another comment over there. Oh yeah, Nicolas Cage Gaming was also saying start to make more planter boxes and also just basically make some more creative stuff and have your most creative person make the artistic stuff to increase the decor so people stop getting so stressed out. So I think Spike being in a very undecorated room is causing some problems up there. Which is actually could be a pretty sweet room. Check it out, we'll pimp this place out. Then put a sculpting block there. And a flower vase. If you end up in that room, that's gonna be sweet. Meanwhile, Jasper doesn't care at all, he's just gonna dig. Second thing, food. I need more food. Food. Planter boxes. Really, I need to have a place that's gonna have a lot of plants. How much strategy do I have for plants? I don't know, I'll put them down here. And then I could put some lights and stuff and make it grow. Where can I put a shower? My base is so terribly organized. There, made a choice. That's the shower. Seems like a great place for contaminated water right there. Gives me a place if I want to vent this up so that I can build up contaminated oxygen. Breathable, but not delightful. Trying to give these guys some way to actually build this stuff. There you go, a little bit of ladder right there. Fail. Make it better. Boom, just like that. Spike, is your stress dropping? I mean, look at this. Look at this Mona Lisa you got right here. It's a masterpiece. This has got to be bringing your stress level down. What is it? It's going down. Maha literally uses this every single night. Like, I think I gotta get her off. She's probably at absolutely 1% stress. Oh, I need a massage. Yeah, so if we look at this, contaminated dirt, look at that. Look at how much oxygen it's giving off. Not very much, actually. I like how this stuff is a complete non-priority for anybody. Come on, come down here and make something. You can do that. Jasper's like, no, I got one job, I'm digging. Clearly an artist. Would much rather dig. Last episode. Took a while for him to get around to digging. Meanwhile, my puffed up here is just like, he's got nothing to do. Alright, time to turn this thing back on. If I look at the gas valve, it changed again. Come on now. I wanted to set this for something. What did I want to set it for? Spike? Really? What if I turn this up? Is that producing even more? Hey, that looks like it's making power right there. Maybe not. What if I set it lower? What does that do? Alright, looks like some construction's going on over here. Finally getting somewhere. Okay, what if I turn this down again to a little bit more? Does that make it better? No idea, but it seems to be working. So, I'm just gonna let it go. Ready for like the worst plumbing ever? Yeah. Ta-da! And liquid vent. Boom. Pro strategies. And we'll set this to A6. Alright, so... Food? Planter box. I don't know if I got any seeds, but we'll see here. Prioritize that high. I can make fertilizer. That's a thing. Should probably make that go a little faster at some point. Maybe. I think this is a waste, so I'll get rid of that. Hey! I think we got ourselves some new research. Cooking station. No, I already got that. Got the mesh tile. Got some medicine. That's all good. Hand sanitizer if I can get that rock. That raw material is like... Where is it? It's kind of rare. This stuff right here. This bleach stone. It's all around chlorine. Oh, look at this. I got tons of millwood seed. Plant that. Plant that. Bruh. Just plant all of this. This is going to be so useful right here. What a great recommendation. I can't believe I didn't do that before. Nicolas Cage. And LASIK as well. That's going to make a world of difference. Build more. Decor. I need a light. I'm guaranteed the stuff will work better with a light bulb up there. Look at this power generating. Hey, this is pretty good. And we're going to get the shower in. That'll be good. And Spike, how's your stress level doing? You didn't lash out today. The tiny battery's still working. Alright. Wait a minute, why is this one all broken? Final lack of room, decor depressing. Still? Alright, so while everybody is sleeping here, let's just go through these other comments. Cool Kid Gaming, my favorite type of plan are poo puff plans. First to say it. That's like the best title I've had in a while, by the way. The poo puff, the puff poo plant, whatever it was. Spaghetti Kid, I seemed to be doing okay in my first colony, but then I ran into a shortage of algae, which made a few duplicants stressed, and they started destroying all the power and electronics until everyone died. If they had only stopped breaking all the power, generating things, then they would have had oxygen and everybody would be alive. Stupid. See, they succumbed to stupidity and everybody died. I feel your pain, Spaghetti Kid. Several have died in the name of stupid. But that's it. That's all the comments for today. Alright, so now that we're not doing research for a little while, looks like things are starting to actually be a little bit more productive. So what are we going to do? We're going to eat more mealwood. I think I need to plant more of that. How much more? As much as possible. Alright, another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add a gate right here. And we're going to do a whole mechanical airlock because that'll be kind of cool. Haven't done one of those. Let's see how that works. Electricity. Boom. Right there. Priority level 6 for all of that. Jasper, dude. You're going stupid. You're gonna die if you don't move. Oh no, what's going on, Jasper? Jasper! Oh, you've dug? You serious? You freaking dumb num. You need to stop digging and start constructing. Gosh. Look at this. Look at what Jasper's done. He's dug himself into a hole of death. Okay, priority level 9. Dig Jasper. Build, your life depends upon it. Oh, and you've literally just, oh my gosh. Seriously? What do you have available to you? You have dirt, obsidian. Jasper, You need to build now. Like right now. This has to happen. Build! Build! Jasper! Jasper! You have everything you need right behind you. Oh no, you don't have a job. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me, Jasper? Oh my gosh. Live! 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 And he's dead. Oh no. Well, why do my favorites always die? I guess that was my fault. I never gave him the job to dig. I took away his ability to get out when he most needed it most. Well, sometimes you live, sometimes you die. Bummer. Oh well. And here he was getting so good at digging. You know? And he was my top artist. Who's gonna paint the masterpieces now? Let's go to the attributes here. Oh. Rowan! Clearly is going to be an excellent person to replace him. Look at that creativity. Level 7. Night Owl, interior decorator. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I got high expectations for Rowan. With a bottomless stomach. I think I'm gonna go with Mamoru, actually. Whatever. I have high expectations for you. Okay, so who does power around here? Mamoru. You can do power. 8, 10 athletics, 12 athletics. Man, do I got some good people there. You guys are terrible. Well, gets up to Maha to do all the digging and everything. Initial growth. 5 cycles? I gotta make it 5 cycles without starving to death. Alright, that's fine. This thing up here isn't really running anymore. I gotta do this thing. Come on now. Build my tile around this. Yep, just like so. And then we're gonna build it up. Up. Gonna be huge hydrogen. I think Spike's getting pissed off again. It sounds like Spike over there. Probably taking it out on the tiny battery. Yep. Called it. Alright, hopefully we'll get the shower up and running. Needs an empty pipe. Nothing's pumping. Okay, man. Let's get her done already. Actually, I've got a new idea. If I deconstruct this, then I can build a cot right there and put Spike right next to the printing pod, which actually has pretty high decor. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. At least they're building something over here. Hey, look, somebody's using the shower already. There we go. So it's using water. Info. Using water was like 900 and giving out 1,000. So that was pretty good. Spike! I'm gonna put Spike in a room. I'm just gonna lock him there. Like, seriously. Alright. We're gonna make this sculpting block. It's gonna be all good. And then we'll get Spike in here. She'll have a good life. Whatever, Jasper. I'm not supposed to put you into a grave so morbs can spawn beneath you. Lysic rules. I don't think I'm gonna get to the point of actually making steam this episode. That'll have to be next time. I mean, there's so much more to do now. A crud painting? Really? That's the best you could come up with, Mamoru? That's terrible. Alright, somebody sculpt something good. Somebody who's not terrible at art. Everybody is terrible at art. Except for Bubbles. You're the only one, Bubbles. It's all up to you. Go be artistic. Or not. You could just skip that. Alright, let's see what Bubbles can do for a painting, huh? What do you got, Bubbles? How about that? And it's a mediocre painting, and I guess that's better than a crud painting. Yeah, okay. That seriously doesn't seem like it's using as much. What am I getting out of this shower, huh? Using 933 water, emitting contaminated water of 1,000. Alright. So there is a slight gain. So, now's a good time to put some biodistillers up in here. Spike, you just took a shower. And your stress is still going up? Your decor expectations are still higher? Seriously? Well, wait until you see what Bubble comes up with. Those expectations are gonna be off the hook. Luckily, I should have some food here pretty soon. That'll be nice. Alright, Spike. Look at that. Mediocre sculpture? That ain't bad. And some more paintings for you. Is that good enough, Spike? Seriously. Look. That's beautiful. Look at it. It's high decor. Total decor rating, 75. How can you not be okay with that, Spike? I don't understand her. She's gonna turn into Morbs, man. I'm gonna, like, put her down here with Jasper. No. No, no, no. You're gonna move over here. Move. You don't get to lash out, Spike. No. No. You're coming over here. She's going right for it. She's going right for it. You're gonna come over here, Spike. Close the door. Come on, Maha. It's up to you. Lock her in here. No! No! Dang it. Get out of here. Get out of here, Spike. Where are you going now? Oh, great. There's another door. Close that door. Make sure it's closed. I don't know what my plan is here. Everybody's not going to be able to get to the bathroom. Alright, new option. Right here. We're going to get rid of this, then we're going to add a little door here. Then you can go in there. We'll cancel this. I've had it with Spike. We got to get rid of her. You busted the battery one too many times, Spike. And now I'm going to make you build your doom. Think about that. Come on, guys. Just finish this up already. Oh, man. What'd you guys do? Somebody got sick. So, you know, here's the problem with Spike. Even though I want to get rid of her, she's pretty good at running on this wheel. She's like a perfect hamster. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what to do about that. Maybe I can add some lights or something. Or a flower. I mean, obviously, she's going to spend the rest of her life right here. Nowhere else. Just running on this wheel. What is seriously going on here? Oh, that's my fault. Oh, okay, okay. My bad. Quickly, ow! Thank you. That was my bad. I put this right here and it was flowing out the door every time somebody was going in and out of it. I didn't know that was gonna happen. Meanwhile, Jasper is now starting to rot, and little flies are flying around him. And contaminated water is burying his body. That's horrible. Alright, so we're gonna speed things up a little bit here just because I really just already seem to have what I need going on here. I just need people to work a little bit faster. Oh yeah, that was a good idea. Take that out. Let all the contaminated water go over there. Whatever. Such is life. I can filter it out once I move that pump. Okay, let me disconstruct that real quick. Put a mechanicked airlock in there once I get a chance. Maybe that'll keep the quality of air in here a little bit better. There. I'll try to give Spike a little bit of nicer work environment. That's what I'll go for. Oh, Spike, you're beating up your own wheel! Oh, come on, Spike. That's just rude. And then you go to the massage thing, finally. What a pain. What a pain in the butt. She's the only one. Everybody else loves it here. By that, I mean they don't. Look at that, they're like dying. But then again, they are trying... They're digging a pit and burying Jasper's body in it so that they can constantly take a piss on it. I like that. That's right. Vomit down there. You know what to do. Yeah, I think that's working pretty good. I think somebody's sick though. Who's... Mamoru, are you sick? You got the spores? Oh no. Infected. Okay, hang on. I got some stations. I got medicine for you. Medical station. Medical station. We'll build it over here. Medical cot. Whatever this is. And how about a rejuvenator? No, now Maha's beating up the thing? Oh, come on, I'm just trying to get this stuff going. Bubbles is trying to save everybody from stress around here. Apparently Jasper down here is really stressing people out. Alright, we'll just sweep everything up out of here so nobody ever needs to go back down there. It'll be a stressful moment here. We're gonna go to some high stress. Everybody's gonna get pissed off. It'll be alright. We'll survive. Look at Spike. Spike's been on this thing forever. Finally getting around to taking the stress down. She just reached her breaking point once she broke her wheel. And that was it. That was the catalyst right there. Alright, yes, we need you to run to give some power, alright? Oh, hang on. What's wrong with my power? Okay, nothing's plugged in. That could be a problem. Just a little one. Somebody, please make that. Now. There we go. Alright, back to producing some water, and everything. That'll be good. Man, there's tons of vomiting going on down here. Gotta mop everything up. Hey, look what we got. We got food finally. Harvesting. There we go. Means I could finally reduce the priority on the micro musher right there. Okay, what are you guys beating up now? So much stress. This poor tiny battery is just absorbing all the abuse around here. Well, this is kind of an interesting cycle. So everybody gets down here into contaminated water in order to sweep this up. And they're just using the shower constantly, which is making more contaminated water. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna say that that's a bad thing. Seems to be a good thing. Now look at Spike, though. Now that everybody else is miserable, Spike is down to 56%. May and Maha are, like, freaking out, though. Of course, they're the ones that's probably been stepping in that poo all day long. Right next to the dead body of Jasper, which, yeah, that might do it, you know. Alright, so my cook, Catter, she can now do whatever she wants. I think now that I've got something to actually harvest her, I mean, this seems like it's gonna work pretty good. Alright. Well, my group is not very happy. It seems like they've got a lot going on for them right now. You know what I mean? They've got a shower, they're getting some water, they're using water, but finally I've got a source of food that isn't gonna hopefully kill the bank there. So, thank you guys for all the hints and tips right there. I think I'm gonna be doing pretty good. Will I make it to 100 cycles? I don't know, we'll have to see. One thing's for sure, I'm definitely gonna have to get up here and get my puffed poo plan into action. But sometimes it's hard to build up when you gotta be stable down here first. At any rate, that's all. More for the next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you later. If I've earned your subscription, then thank you so much for that. Stay awesome. Peace. Brothgar out.